Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of Veni, Vidi, Vici. I am Bridger, and there we go, popped in. This is a continuation of our ongoing series to attempt to conquer the world, which apparently we had it on too easy. So instead, we're trying to end the game before the normal end date by expanding faster and more recklessly than we otherwise might. Which basically means constant war and going after everybody that's even close to us. So we'll see how that works. The defenders got crushed. We were raided by those jerks, which really should be mine. Let's see. This Germanic Legion needs something to do. How about you go grab them? Speaking of war, now, I think our war weariness is low. I would like to get it to go away completely. Lycia and because Byzantium is still at war with me. Let's get that out of the way. Why is Byzantium still at war with me? And where are they? Way up there? Jeez. Okay, well, let's get peace with them, and that should get rid of our war weariness, because this Lycia war is barely a day old. Our army, is that what this is? Yes, the army is about to go head in and take Lesbos from the last remnants of the Lycians. And then we'll have all of Asia Minor except Chios, which will have to be our next target. They are the Achaia, but they are a vassal / client state of Macedonia. Yeah, so Macedonia is going to have to be the next target, which means this navy and this army over here, not that army, that's an Epirate army. These guys were all going to combine with, oh no, the Gallic Legion was combined with the new legion we just built somehow. Okay. Alright, so if we split that off and merge it with this, and merge it with this, yeah, that should be a decent army. And we'll call this Assault 2. So we already have an Assault 1 over there. The Gallic Legion probably doesn't need this many auxilia. I think I may have needed to split them off too. Alright. Yeah, this will work. So the Assault Legion is also going to be ready and tasked to start in Illyrium and make their way all the way through the Macedonian force. And once we have all of the Macedonians and Achaia, then we can declare war on Epirus, I guess. And we're going to need to be... Epirus is weird. We need to have like 4 armies explode in all directions to conquer them all at the same time. That's going to be fun. And so we're going after these guys right now. And I'm trying to consolidate all of these little things into one. So that means I need to get Marcomanni to be absorbed by me. Huh. We need 50, and we don't have it? It says we have exactly 50. So we offer them a gift? Ugh. No, that's too much money. What if we give them this amount of money? That won't probably do what I want it to do. Let's just do what we were Let's just offer them a gift, and then we'll absorb them next turn. Give them to the Saxons, and then try to conquer these areas here and give them to the Saxons, and allow the Saxons to be my very big friend with the Germanic areas to the north here, so that I don't have to worry about conquering them and trying to pacify them. Or maybe I take them all for myself. Oh, and we got a golden age, too. That's right. Very nice. Okay, so the fleet is repositioning. The armies are there, taking advantage of the master armorsmith. And we're just about to finish this war over here. Ptolemaic Egypt apparently has gotten its usurpers under control, but is still having a big problem with Ethiopia. Which is good. I need them to get weaker. Though I would like taking the Nile Delta. There's a lot of legacy in there, thanks to the wonders. And apparently there's one over here, too. Petra. Ah. And Solomon's Temple. What about in Greece? The Temple of Zeus. And... ooh, the Parthenon, the oh, that's just an academy. So it's just the Parthenon, I think. It's a world wonder here. Did Rhodes have... Rhodes never built the Colossus, huh? That's interesting. All the world wonders have a period of time in the game where they are only available to the area they were actually built historically. And if they're not built during that time, then they become able to be built elsewhere. Some of them start on the map, too. I'm not sure exactly which ones, but we started with, like, the Senate as our starting one. Somewhere in here. Campus Martius, I think, is one of them. Yeah, it's considered a world wonder. And all it does is unlock the Imperial Legions. But I thought there was a Senate, too. That's a Master Armorsmith. Ah, there it is. The Capitole. Rome's fortress, built upon a hill of the city, blah, blah, blah. Heart of the Roman resistance. I wonder what... that must be a decision creation thing, maybe. Anyway. We also built the Palace Library and the Emperor's Palace. So the silver ones are national wonders. The gold ones are world wonders. Anyway, where were we? This army had just finished conquering Ionia. And I think I want to leave it there for the moment just to make sure there's no shenanigans while we try to get it back under control. We've also got this little mini garrison force here. I don't know what we want to do with this. It seems like a good idea to have a force that you can throw into a garrison that makes it significantly harder to take, so that when you're taking territory, the enemy can't just come behind you and grab it with a sneak attack. That does seem like a good idea. So we're going to get Lycia this turn. I think we're good on movement of troops. Let's take a look at our building options. Now, this we wanted to have paved roads, because it would help, you know, make things go fast. And this is also a possibility for paved roads. Where's that one guy? Here he is. Here, we were going to check out the eventual building of paved roads. It appears that paved roads require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infrastructure and 6 commerce. Because everywhere we've built them, that's been the case. They also can't be built in alpine terrain. You know, I'm going to double check that, see if I'm right without, because I don't have to want to wait for all this. So let me go to that Grognard's Guide. See if he had that written down for Paved Roads. I think it might be under Tier 3 Commerce. There it is. Trade range is really only good by +1. Requires pop for non-mountain. Doesn't say. So maybe he didn't know either. The thing about it is if it only required 6 commerce slots, then these guys should be able to build it right now. But they haven't been able to. So that suggests to me that it also needs 6 infrastructure. Anyway, back to the towns. This one is all about money. We made that decision a while ago. But the academy gives us a pretty... It's also culture. So the academy is a great choice here because it doesn't take up a slot. And it gives us a pretty massive culture bonus and a decadence reduction to boot. Those are great. Turn this down a little bit. Over here, we made a decision that this is going to be our military heartland. So we have to strongly consider our weapons manufactory. Especially because this produces weapons which can be used as a bonus resource 1, 2, 3, 4 areas around it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Here we've got food and infrastructure as our main goals. Now, clay pit gives us stone. Do we need stone in this area? We have it right next door in 2 places. So the answer to that question is no. So I think we cycle or we take a public bath. There are better options than public baths that give decadence. So let's cycle. This we cycled last time because we probably couldn't find... Well, we built every single infrastructure building in the whole place. I guess we wanted a better commerce building. Blacksmith seems like a decent place to start. I think what we really wanted here was a market. So let's cycle again looking for the market. Oh, a prison! Hard to say no to a prison when our decadence is out of control. And it also gives that big loyalty bonus. And our money is in a very good spot. So... I will be strongly considering that. A brickwork would be good. A Hunter's Lodge actually has the Wild Beast bonus. So 13 food is actually pretty good too. And reduces manpower costs in the area. Not that I'm going to be doing a lot of that here. What do we need more of? Food or infrastructure in the region? Looks like they're both pretty good. Let's get the Hunter Lodge. Here we're all about food and money, and we don't want a slave market. That's not terribly useful for us. So let's get the irrigation system. This is also all about money and food. The blacksmith doesn't import anything, which is too bad. We actually probably want an infrastructure because we do want to get regional roads, which requires 3 infrastructure buildings. In the meantime, are there better options here? Sawmill, clay pit, charcoal pile. Let's get the wheelmaker and then hope we can get a sawmill nearby. Not a woodcutter. City walls. There we go. Now, this is an upgrade and gives a food bonus in an area where we're not really prioritizing food. At the same time, infrastructure, this is a real good option. This is money and culture. But... green borders don't take up slots. This would be the first level 2 shipyard we have anywhere on this coast on the other side of Spain. Yeah, let's get this because it's not likely to pop up again. Look how many other options are possible here. So that's a good choice. You know I like my preceptor houses upgraded to academies, so this is hard to say no to. Now, when I've run out of things to upgrade to academies, then my decadence is going to be in big trouble. A tribunal. Wow. 10 decadence reduction. That's pretty good. Yeah, city walls will come back around. The tribunal might not. No, to a gambling area. We need money here. A market is a good start. Land expansion is good whenever it pops up, usually. This is all about food and money, so let's go with food for now. Here is infrastructure and culture. A racing track is good for loyalty, which we don't need at the moment, so warehouse. Courthouse. School. Or a trade center. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We aren't manufacturing that many trade goods, except marble. We're making so much money on marble here, so a trade center will give us even more money from marble. Let's do it. Hopefully we can get that school again, and I'm sure we will. Down here, we were also looking for trade center, and we got it eventually. So now, if you produce perfume here, it should make us an absolute ton of money, because this will be the area that everybody looks to get perfume, because our trade acumen is so high. We're manufacturing a lot of goods. Our trade acumen is 11, which means we're sending out these to a lot of places. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of unique ones, do we? Well, stone is going to a lot of places here. Actually, it's only going to 2 places? And we're somehow making 17 money. Dang. Because of that commerce bonus. Whereas we're like one of the only places to get ceramics, and we're not sending it out anywhere. I wonder what causes that to re-trigger. Trade acumen here is real high. Anyway, perfumery is a good call. We don't even have a cultural site here. Not that we need it at this point. A bloomery gives us culture metal and money, and bonus XP when units are created. Or a crappy quarry? No thank you. Now this would import coal to the region. I think this is a pretty good pick. Who knows if it upgrades. I'm going to take it. Might need a health building there next time, though, if we don't get a good option. Now this would bring cloth to the area. We don't have furs or leather somehow. This does give quite a lot of culture. The decadence is the problem. There are better options. This is supposed to be about infrastructure and food. I think we've built all the infrastructure buildings we can build. So I guess we build a food building. Because the only other culture building... let's cycle and see. There are better food buildings out there. Vineyard is better. Large mill is better. Orchard is better. Those are all better. Unless we don't have access to wool here. Which is actually true. We don't have access to wool. Because it's not adjacent to us. So, okay, we'll get the shepherd house if you insist. Fine logic. I'll take your word for it. Alright, so that's done. We're ready to go to the next turn. Hopefully we'll see Lycia fall. So here's the battle. 177 combat power could be bad, especially on a 6 frontage. Let's see. Oh, we accidentally did a direct attack? Oh, this could be bad. Go. We didn't really tire them out. They got heavy infantry, too. And a decent general. Yeah, I think I wanted to click on the area, not the city. Lucky for us, we got a couple of good rolls there. Yeah, this is just going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a draw over and over again. And then we're probably going to lose. Oh, they won. Okay. But how do I not click on the city? I want to siege the city. Am I sieging it now? Maybe. If I am, that's ideal. That's all I wanted to do, but I assaulted it by mistake. Or maybe I did not look too close. $300 legacy points a turn. It's a decent amount. Oh god, here comes all this. Okay, yeah, we're sieging them now. That's exactly what we wanted. Perfect. And I think, yeah, they're also blockaded. All right, perfect. So now that this is a thing... Oh, this is forest. These guys aren't equipped for that. Do we have a 2-leader for assaulting? Okay, we're going to have to go and find one. This guy. He's gonna retire to a different army. This army. And we're going to have to wait a turn to do the attack so that they get their veterancy back. When a general takes over an army, for one turn that army is considered a lower veterancy. Because the general has to sort of figure things out. Now, what would it take to absorb these guys? How much do I have to give them? Maybe 2,000 gold. Oops, no, wrong side. 2,600 gold. Maybe 500 metal and a bunch of manpower. Decent chance. Let's do it. I should have had that general lined up ahead of time. I'm going to bring this army up to support. Because it's likely we'll have to beat them down over several years. Okay. So that all having been done, we'll just have to wait and see how this lines up. This is the Aegean Defense Fleet, that's right. And then this is our main heavy fleet. We'll call it Vanguard Fleet. So we know this is the one. All right. Let's go through some buildings. Nah, man, nah. There are all kinds of horses nearby. That's a bad option. What about a weapons manufacturer? This is our other military hub. Produces weapons. Sure. This area is actually adjacent to every other area in the region, so that seems like a good call. Infrastructure. Ooh, a Thermes. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Seed storage, however, does seem like a good idea. But so does a theater. And if we're going to try to keep ourselves in a golden age, we need that culture income. Now here, we're looking for infrastructure and food. Logistics depot, bleh. Warehouse, perfect. See, wax workshops are great because they import honey and they produce wax. That brings 2 different trade goods to the area. And Everything else gets to use those as bonuses. Military Academy. Oh, you know how much I love those. I'm going to take it. It's just so much better. Regional roads. City walls. Regional roads. City walls will come back another time. We'll get it later. Cultural site. Yes. All our Celtic areas need to be converted. Schools should help with cultural, right? You'd think they would help convert people. That's a no bueno. Seed storage is very good. That'll help everybody in the region. This is all about food as well as commerce and culture. A noble district is just no, man. It's just a no. This is going to be money. A master blacksmith. 5 XPs when a unit is created. I think you can only have this in one place, though. Maybe it's a rare proposal. Maybe you can have more than one, but... Wow, it produces a ton of infrastructure, huh? Copper's the only thing it's missing. I don't think I want that here. This area doesn't have a lot of slots. The region is not going to be producing a lot of units. Let's just cycle. Money and culture. A courthouse is good, and so is a tools manufacturer. Any place that's focused on money should care about the tools. Now, this is focused on culture, so this is a good option. But a warehouse is always a good thing. The percent bonuses will help you in the long run. No. Now, a deep iron mine. That's an interesting option. I just hate the health costs. I do have a lot of good health here. 60%. Let's cycle. Well, what are the other infrastructure we're going to get? Wheelmaker. Which is kind of good. And this being green, yeah, we'll take it and we'll just get some more health stuff, right? That's easier. Ooh, Amphitheater is a cultural percent bonus. Gotta take it. Here's all about food and infrastructure. We need a builder's hall here is what we really need. So let's use the courthouse to cycle this towards a builder's hall. A fishery. A fishery? You want a fishery? Out of all the things you could build, a fishery is what we're looking at here. I don't think so. Cycle that. Now here, what did we build? We built a shepherd's house because we realized we didn't have access to wool. And wow, we built all the infrastructure buildings. We built them all. Of all the things we need here, it's actually charcoal. But not really, is it? Yeah, I think we get the aqueduct. Food infrastructure. Ooh, a builder's hall. A large warehouse, rather. That's good. Here we're all about infrastructure and money, even though we actually haven't really done much with the money here. It's going to be eventually a money powerhouse. You'll wait. You wait and see. Same here. Quarries actually give a lot of infrastructure, now that I look at it. It's that health penalty that I hate. And it looks like there's nothing around it giving any stone, so we'll build the quarry. And that'll be good for the turn. Okay. So here's hoping the Lycians don't attack. They just stay inside their one-walled city and die. Hello, Midnight Fox. I'll show that in a second. Uh-oh. These are independent German tribes coming out. I don't know that our Italic... Oh, we've got Sicilian slingers and urban militia defending this area. Somehow the urban militia fought off the warriors. Ah! Keep getting lucky like that, and we might have a victory. Oh! Oh, we evaded. Okay. Wow, we won. Good job. That's the one region in that entire area we haven't built walls around yet. So there's the legacy list. We are definitely winning. We're probably playing on too easy a difficulty, to be honest. The AI is not doing terribly well. It is one higher than normal. I think the default is balanced. We went with experienced. There's another like 4 levels beyond that. We probably should have jumped up to the next level. But it was the first time I played the game. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. So if I just stay my current size and just expand my legacy production and avoid decadence, like I could just win, just spend another 220 turns doing nothing and being kind of bored, I will just win because I'm making more money than anybody else in addition to having the most. But what I've decided is I'm going to try to win before the 500 turn limit. That's my goal currently, so I have to play a little more recklessly. It is one of the strongest factions, yes. Which is a shame, because I like playing as them, but I don't want it to be easy. So I guess I just got to play on a higher difficulty level in the future, if I want to play them again. They raise loyalty and reduce unrest. No, go ahead. So, yeah, what I'm trying to do is get the 3 times anybody else's score. But in order to do that, I kind of have to attack everybody that's coming in close to my income. So Epirus is on the chopping block. And Macedonia is in the chopping block just because they're also in the same Balkan region. I already took down a chunk of the Ptolemaic Egyptians. They were doing a lot better before. Looks like I have to keep going. So I'll also have to, unless I can get to like 400, I'll probably also, well, I'll probably be able to outpace Parthia as long as they don't get too much more too fast. So it's really Ptolemaic Egypt and Epirus is what I need to contend with right now. I'm only doing about 2 times Epirus. So Epirus is on the chopping block. They're one of the only other tier 3 civilizations, I think. Maybe there's... And Ptolemaic Egypt was a tier 3 civilization. They fell back down when they had a civil war while I was attacking them. So, I took all this from Ptolemaic Egypt in the most recent war in the last session. I'm now trying to finish the province by taking Lycia. Maybe I go... So Ethiopia is also fighting the Ptolemaic Egyptians, and they seem like they're winning. So I kind of want to let that play out, and then I'll hit the Ptolemaic Egyptians when that war is over. But it might be that the Ethiopians do it for me. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to deal with Epirus. And I'm going to start dealing with Epirus by dealing with Macedonia. Because Macedonia is the protector of Achaia, and I want Chios to complete my province. I'm a completionist, and I need Chios. I'm fighting for this right now from Lycia. So, anyway. That's my current situation. So... God, not. I hate this because this is in forest, so I basically need to take my cavalry and split it off. That's right. You need to basically remove a piece of your army in order for it to work better, which does not make a lot of sense. They really need to fix that. But Cimbri raiding us again over here. But we crushed the invaders. Good. Good. Over here, obviously, this is going to need some palisades and stuff, but not yet. All right, so everybody's doing their move. Hey, do you seem like you know what's going on. What do I need in order to get paved roads here? Do you actually need 6 infrastructure buildings as well? Because right now I have 6 commerce buildings. Does the crafter district not count? Maybe that's it. Maybe after the bank is done, I'll be able to build paved roads, because I can't do it right now. I can't figure out why. It's not just the harsh weather, because it was also before the harsh weather. All right, anyway, let's do some buildings. Here we specialized in food and money. Why do we keep getting a slave market? We don't want it. We wouldn't mind a caravan house. Or a master blacksmith, honestly. Over here, a street parlor. Furnace looks more valuable for us right there. Infrastructure, food are the 2 biggest. This is all about infrastructure and eventually money. Is that the way we've got this organized here? I don't know why it's so like that. Oh, an anchorage would be good. It's green. Money and culture here. So a theater would be great. Ugh. I don't need that much loyalty. We're going to cycle this, or we're going to build a gymnasium. Oh, that's a slave, isn't it? Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let's cycle it. This is money and food. A hospital does seem like it costs too much, and I'm just never going to use the improved hit recovery function of it. It is 16% health, but whoa, what's this? Hang on, whoa. Hey, whoa. We do appear to have some loyalty issues in this one, so let's cycle until we can get a nice loyalty building for that, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Decadence reduction, always good. Always good, buddy. Now, wait a minute. What was that? Trade house? No. Decadence reduction better. Down here we cycled because we couldn't find a bloomery. Builder's Guild. I didn't need a Builder's Guild here, but now that it's here, I guess that's what I got. Do I have too much infrastructure? No, I have not enough infrastructure, actually. So, an extra Builder's Guild isn't awful. We're a little short on money here. Harbor does seem like a good play. Roads. Roads is going to probably need to be well defended, and it already kind of is. Large walls and a coastal fortress is quite good. We haven't actually gone ahead and chosen a specialization for this area yet. This we know probably... Ooh, a gold mine. Hoo. Haven't seen that before, but we're doing it. It's an infrastructure building that sucks away your infrastructure, which is an interesting choice. Wells or a sacred estate. We don't need the loyalty bonus right now. We probably want to grow better. No, we want a market here, damn it. A secret cult. is an interesting option that we're not going to go with. Alright, that's that. Can't build paved roads in Alpine. Is it also mountains? I guess it could be mountains too. Well, that sucks. How am I supposed to get these guys across here? So does paved road just need 6 infrastructure, or does it need 6 commerce? Because it is a commerce building in the end, but it's upgraded from an infrastructure building. So that's what I need to figure out. We have it here, and we have it not here. And we need to build it over here, but I don't know. Let's go over here first, because we have a lot of infrastructure buildings. Oops. We have a lot of infrastructure buildings here, but we don't have a lot of commerce buildings, so that'll probably give us our answer. If we can build it here, then we will know which one is the answer. Okay. We're sieging down Lycia here. We'll just weaken them again another turn, and then probably assault next turn, but our army isn't in great shape, so I want to make sure we get it. Last thing we need is another failed assault. Alright. Oh god, they're much stronger than I thought they'd be, because they got the garrison added into it. Ooh. I don't know if these guys were... I don't remember if I gave them the order. Let's find out what the situation is here. Wow. Okay. I thought I got rid of my... Ah, oh, damn it. Well, the... Okay. I hate fighting in woods. I can't build anything that's good at fighting in woods. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's their Rex Custodiae. They don't get many of those. That's why that was so out of proportion. We might, if we can get one more good roll. One more real good roll. Ugh. One more real good roll. It's going to be a draw then. Yeah, we're just going to have to take turns fighting these guys, I think. This one just crushes us every time. Oh, it even killed him. Ugh. Well, trade. Aha! Maybe one more of those. Yes! This could be a pursuit phase. Yes! Alright. 6 commerce. Okay, that's what it wound up being, not the infrastructure that mattered. Alright, so we wiped him out. Good deal. I accidentally brought my horse with me. I didn't want to bring my horse, but I did by accident. So I've completed that province now. Maybe I can make friends with the Belgae and the Rati and all those other tribes on the border so that I don't have to border the empty wilderness there. Alright, the Marcomanni accepted their absorption. I can now give the Saxons all the terrain areas that I don't want. I don't want this, and I don't want that. And I don't want that. So I can give them these 3, and maybe... Oh god, they lost all their other territory. What the hell use are these client states if they keep freaking losing? I guess I just need to conquer everything and go all the way to the sea. It's the only way. I think we got really lucky there, conquering that area. We're short a legion now, so we need to rebuild. Can we build them here? Yeah. It'll probably be a weak-ass legion that doesn't have a lot of experience. But, you know, these things... Oh, no. More of these independent rebels. So let's see what Lycia's situation is here. Unbreached walls, but they have no more defenders. So, assault for the win. The defenders were dead. Somehow we didn't breach the walls, though. Alright. We've still got these armies in Rome, hopefully taking advantage of the Master Blacksmith. Apparently not many of them have. Jesus. It takes forever for the Master Blacksmith to do their thing. It's been like a decade. Come on, man. Get him good. Somebody have him teach an apprentice so we could speed this process up. Oh. We did win against Lycia. It's ours now. Okay. That's why it looks the way it is. Excellent. So now we've got to figure out what this is going to do within the context of this region. This region has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infrastructure. We definitely don't need more of that. Well, actually, 4 infrastructure, because this one doesn't count. It has 1, 2, 3 food. And this is a hill province. So maybe this is money? Although it's not going to be great as money. Specifically because it's stuck out here on an island. So maybe it's food and culture. Seems like a good play. Alright. So now that that's done, this army can prepare to go to war against the Macedonians. So we'll go hang out over here and recover our hit points. Or do we actually need to do that? We probably need to do that in a friendly area. Is recover hit points in a friendly area. That has at least 75 loyalty. That means these guys are all recovered. I don't know if they even ever had a problem with it. But we're going to start in the territory of our pal Epirus while we take on all the Macedonian forces. Now, who are the Macedonians allies with? Let's be real clear here what we're fighting. Okay, not many. They are rulers over Achaia, and that's pretty much it. All right. So we've got these two armies prepared to deploy once the Master Armorer finishes with them. This army, Assault 1, is almost ready. Is Vanguard? Was that Vanguard that was in there? Vanguard is in there. No, so it needs to recover. The fleet can also come chill. Macedonians can't have that big of a fleet. But the only place we're really going to be crossing water is nowhere, because we can have these armies attack this direction from Epirus. Okay, so I think we're good. Just going to have our fleet hang out in Asia Minor just in case. And Lesbos was an objective for us, so that's good. We lowered some decadence that turn, thanks to the status age reduction. And we're ready to pick some buildings, I think. Look at all these buildings that popped up as available now. We don't even have a farm in this one. That seems like a pretty big oversight. But a preceptor house? Damn you! You know how much I like decadence reduction. I think an aqueduct. It does give a % food bonus, which is good. Ah! Regional roads. You've read my mind. Land expansion. Hang on. This area I'm looking at does not even have a third infrastructure option. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is. Unless it does. Does this have a need for... Nope. Doesn't need coal or wood or anything else. So... I guess this one. For want of a better option. At least then it can have better roads. Sacred Estate. It's a decent amount of culture. It just costs us a little food. We're hoping... Well, we were hoping for what here? Caravan House, Master Blacksmith? I guess a crafter district, when that becomes available, is ready to go. A warehouse is good for anywhere we're focusing on infrastructure. It keeps offering me these slave markets. I have so many. I don't need any more. Thank you very much. Now, this is apparently going to be part of my territory soon. I thought I was going to give it to the Saxons, but they keep losing. Now, I cycled here because I was looking for what? I was looking for infrastructure or culture. This doesn't need the loyalty. I'm gonna upgrade the walls. I also cycled here. Money or food. A stadium is a damn good health bonus, actually. Just costs some money. Whereas a candle shop gives us money and culture and all the bonuses therein. It'll import wax that's already a local trade good, so it doesn't need to import it. I think we save ourselves the slot and upgrade the gymnasium. A market would be pretty good here since we're focusing on money. But you know, health is very valuable for growth, and we don't have a lot of it here, so let's get that. Roads! We don't have a good choice for you, but you know I want a theater and everything. Theaters are great. And it's an island. Islands are not going to be great for money, so maybe none of these islands in the Creta Rhodus district province, none of them should focus on money, because the bonuses that they would get from being adjacent to things, those just aren't going to exist. So trade goods are not going to be their favorite. So maybe instead, anything here is going to be culture, culture, culture. All the islands are going to be culture-based. Maybe Epirus and Accia actually can be money, because those are at least next to each other. Sorry, the two Cretan areas can be money-based. But that means this guy, no more on the money. Somehow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... They must have started with paved roads. That's interesting. And then, this place needs to support itself because it's not a province yet. Which means Smokehouse. And up here, we need to strongly consider red buildings, as this is our military production province for the east. We don't even have walls here. That's kind of concerning. And we don't actually have we never actually finished choosing a space for this within the overall hierarchy. It's not going to be great for money. Did we determine we don't really need infrastructure? One. If this is infrastructure, we probably don't need infrastructure. Actually, it looks like we kind of do. Is food something we don't need? Yeah, we've got 4 food. So this will be infrastructure and culture, maybe. Okay. To that end, let's get the archery. This area could use the usurer. I know it gives decadence, but if we're going to make this a money area, let's increase the commerce. This we cycled last time because we were looking for either a caravan house or a crafter district. I guess that's what we're going for, the crafter district. Ugh, that health bonus is so low, though. So I think we got to go with the Smokehouse after. Let's Crafter District first, Smokehouse second. I'm going to forget by the time we get back there, but, you know, it's a thought that counts. A temple? No, no. Public bath? Let's cycle and look for a better option. This is a big health bonus. I would consider it. No, you know, it's a green. I gotta take the green, right? And there are so many better options for the other two buildings. So here, newly acquired. This has to also fold into our existing region, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 infrastructure, which is probably too many. And has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. We don't need that many food. We're going to have to reevaluate this. Although, oh, this was rated. We definitely don't need that many food. And we don't need that many infrastructure. So should this be a money and culture? Should it just be culture? Just be a super culture producer. Oh, that's no good. I guess it could be until it grows bigger and can serve a better purpose. Maybe we put some money in there too, because I mean it is a nice central 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not great as a money location either. Damn it. All right. It's going to be food, and it's going to be culture. And we're going to have to take one of these other food areas and not make them as much with the food. We just don't need that many foods. Probably this one. This can be food. This can be infrastructure and culture. Instead. Now let's look at that balance a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. We still probably have one too many food. And I think it's going to be this one. We're going to do the same thing. I don't know what we were thinking when we set this up. But this is a much better balance. We had too much on the food. Now we've got 4 food, 4 infrastructure, a couple of money, and a lot of culture. This is a big culture province here. Not that that really matters, but all right. Now that we've got that all straightened out, we can figure out what we want to build here. A cultural site. Absolutely. Thank you for showing up first. I am making a lot of money. That's true. Preceptor House are great. Get rid of that decadence. A circus. We don't need that much loyalty here. I don't think we want a city guard. The bronze works will bring tin into the region. Yeah. Irrigation canals for food. This is food and money area. I think we wanted a market before we get the usurper, so let's keep searching. Okay, that's that. We're going to leave these armies here one more turn, and then we're going to send them. Actually, the Gallic Legion can stay there forever. The new Assault Legion has to go, though. And it has to be prepared to start attacking Macedonia from this direction. Where are they on walls? They do not have a lot of walls. I don't understand why the AI doesn't... It's just not very good. It's not very good. Every area I conquer has so few people and is so few buildings, and I don't understand. Unless the Romans are just that OP. I just don't know. Well, we need a few turns for our Vanguard, actually, to recover their hit points. So we need to wait on that anyway. That having been said, we're going to take the Gallic Legion and put it outside of Rome so that hopefully every Master Armor Smith upgrade goes on our Assault 2 force. Okay. Part of the reason I'm making that much money, though, is because I have a lot of troops stationed in capitals, and they're going to be leaving soon. So I'm suddenly going to have to pay a lot more money. All right, we got there in time to deal with this rabble. Got it. Hey, look, we're way up there. Number 9. Where's Epirus in this chart? There it is. They're not quite decadent yet. They're falling, though. So these guys gotta heal up. Let's send them to the capital to just chill in there. Yeah, I went on a massive, like, money building spree not too long ago. Like, oh god, our money's in trouble, build all the money. And it seems to have paid off. You know what? The other reason this is happening, I'm rearranging all of these provinces to focus on getting the percent bonuses lining up with the population. And I think that's massively increasing everything, including money and culture. Oh, good. The Saxons are gone, basically. Germanic rebels was raided by Rome? I don't remember authorizing a raid. Wait a minute. Isn't this my area? Hey, that was my area. What are you doing? And what is this? Oh, this is the army from the Morikani, whatever they are. Oh, are these guys good in forests? I finally have an army that can fight in the forests. I can't replace it ever. But they have a decent attack, and they don't have the big penalty that the legions do. Beautiful. Now, I need them to actually gain their effectiveness back. That would be fantastic. Do we have any 1-1s for these guys? No. All right. Well, until they have recovered, they're going to get a defensive general, and they're going to chill in here. Now, it says 38. Probably because their effectiveness is all way down. Oh man, I even have another. I got the Rex Custodiae. I need to do that more often. I need to absorb minor nations more often. Because that's awesome. Now, we got to get rid of the riffraff here. These guys are okay because they got +1s. And they've got woodsman's bonuses, so that makes them even better. Aquitanian Cavalry. I gave that to them. They don't need it anymore. Not in the woods. Batavane Cavalry is another provincial thing we don't need. So split that off and disband the cavalry. Yeah, if we need to fight in the plains, I'll bring a legion army up there. There's no reason that I'm going to send this army to fight in the freaking woods. Or in the plains, rather. So they're going to garrison. Now, we're going to get rid of this light cavalry, too. I know that having cavalry can help with doing more damage on pursuit phase, but that's honestly not what I'm worried about when it comes to these forest battles. There's never a situation where I want my cavalry to be lined up behind, and yet it almost always is, taking the place of a decent skirmisher slot. These guys also get a bonus as woodsmen. So maybe I leave the skirmisher woodsman in there too. I can build my own better cavalry if I ever want them. Unless that let's double check. Does the cavalry have any? Wait a minute. The cavalry also has woodsman's bonuses. Ooh. Damn. Not these ones, though. Now I have to reconsider. Except the cavalry are just terrible in the woods. I don't know why I would ever want that. 5? Fatigue margin of 5 against the enemy? Jesus. All right, we'll keep 2 of the light cavalry in there. Oh, a marshman. Provincial. You know, I need to look more at these provincial guys. These guys have the same problem. They're clumsy. The legions are better because these guys are still clumsy. Germanic cavalry are not better in the woods despite this entire province being completely composed of woods. Bohemian Warband. See, they're okay, and I looked at these guys before. I do have one that has a woodsman, but that just makes them like 1 better than Romans with fewer hit points. Many fewer hit points. And no ranged attack. So I'm just like, I just didn't see this one being worthwhile. But those other guys that were in that army, I mean, come on. Maybe one of these regions, one of these provinces will get me some of those guys. Here's the Saxons way up here. The Belgae are being conquered. No, that's their army. So the Aitui, whatever that is. All right. They're garrisoning. This army, I guess they need to come deal with this and get that territory back. But this is going to be my new Germanic army. Maybe I'll throw some archers or something in there with them. But it doesn't look strong. Like they don't. But it must be because they're not veterans and because they are low on effectiveness. That has to be the reason that they have the really low power right now. 2 progress tokens. Excellent. Okay. So this army is now recovering. Probably needs 2 turns or so to recover. This army is hopefully gaining the advantage of my... Oh yeah, look. Many of these guys now have the +1 from the Master Armorer. I didn't realize it hit everybody. It hits everybody except the skirmish. Seems to help the cavalry, too. Interesting. Okay. All that having been said, let's do buildings. Which has got to be the most tedious thing here. I kind of wish I could just set it on automatic, but the provincial automatic is not what I want to do. Each individual region has to be set on automatic, but there's no way to do that. Yeah. Excuse me. Do you know how food is distributed? Is food distributed based on population, like goes to the lowest population first or something? That's been my intuition, based on what I'm seeing here. Because it seems odd that areas are getting like 10 food income or something. And other areas in the same province are getting so much. Strange devices. I had the opportunity to build this. And I don't remember if I did or not. But I'm gonna. Because it's a green. I don't know why it's a green, but we're going to do it. Ooh, I didn't see the Preceptor House was an option there. That's good. Harbor Siege Workshop. That's tempting only because of the possible raids across the channel here. But I think we're going to go with the harbor, which also has siege resistance as well. Builders Guild is an upgrade. So let's take that. Well, what did we have there? A ceramics works actually produces a ton of money in culture. I can't let that one go. Builders Guild will just have to wait. As for the home province, a spinning mill is quite a lot of money. And we'd be importing cotton at the triple rate. This area actually doesn't even have a problem with loyalty, but it does provide at least 15 culture. What are the other options that we can see here that would provide good culture? Well, a courthouse is good. There's actually not much left that I can build that would give a lot of culture. I think Noble Gardens is one. Do I want to get a preserved food store instead to help this place grow? 31 is big. It needs as much health as it can get. You can always just keep cranking that health bar, though. Yeah, let's do preserved food store. Over here, we built Tribunal last time, so that's nice. We don't need to worry about that. That's a crappy... We need a builder's hall here is what we need. It's supposed to be focused on infrastructure. Don't even have builder's hall? Yeah, we're cycling for better food or infrastructure or culture building there. Money or infrastructure. We need a warehouse there. Pottery's not great. Sanitation? Yeah, we can upgrade it to a sewer later. Meanwhile, this poor little island has to live all on its own. It's not going to be money-based. All right. Lesbos. We need culture here. And we need loyalty, but the loyalty is going to come back up by 40 in a minute. We're good on loyalty. Look for culture next time. Ooh, a cultural site is great for this. We don't even know what we're doing here. Ooh, yep, culture, good. Tavern for money. I mean, a tavern would be good for money here. So sure. It'll also give us our third culture building so that we can have potentially tier 2 culture buildings as options. Yeah, if we're going to be focused on culture, on commerce there, we should get the usurer. Here, we could use a warehouse. Fortune teller. No, there's got to be better options for culture later. We don't even have public works here? That's insanity. You, build public works before you leave. To go and save another Roman area. Alright. So that's that. Let's go. You're not wrong, though. I should be building more culture provinces in the future. The next time I set up a province, it's going to have... Like when I conquer a new province and create it, I'll focus a lot on culture. Probably the island provinces I was just looking at. They're probably just not going to have anybody focused on money. Yeah, that ain't happening. What are our objectives now? Way down in Egypt, Arabia. Actually, we can get that one. We can get that one real easy. Let's go do that with what army? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe this army that's socked in by rain and fog. They're supposed to be recovering over here, but apparently it's taken them a while. This army very slowly recovering. Actually, this regular heavy infantry, I don't think I need them here, do I? Actually, no, these guys are... they're 5s on attack. That's 1 better than Romans in the forest. So yeah, maybe we'll leave them. These guys are 6s on attack in the forest. That makes them much better. They are going to need more than just 1, 2, 3, 4 skirmishers, though. So maybe I give them 4 of the Roman archers to go along with it. Problem is, we don't need... Which of these is better? These guys are better, right? Than these guys? These warriors actually have a +1 all the way across the board on the on defense and offense. But more importantly is that forest thing. These guys are going to be my guys that I specifically send into forested terrain. And these 8 are just flat out better than these guys. These guys are only just barely better than the Romans. The only thing that these guys have going is they have more hit points. I think we don't need these guys. Now that we've combined the armies. Unless I could make 2. Oh, now there's an interesting idea. I could make 2 forest armies out of this group. Kind of wish I kept the other light cavalry now. Oh well. So maybe we take these 6, give them some archers and auxilia. Just like this. Split this off. Forest Army 2. This will be Forest Army 1. This one needs a couple of legions. We don't need to build the archers way down here. I don't know where our best archer construction areas are, but the archers will get their own experience pretty quick. So, what do these 2 need? This one only has the 2 skirmishers, and it's going to be a front that's 6 wide, so we'll get 4 archers for them. And I think it's the same for this. Yeah. So we get 4 archers for them, and this has, this Forest Army 2 is only just barely enough to act. So it's going to be a secondary force. So we also get them 1, 2, 3, 4 archers to go along with it. I think it works. Hello, T-Bone, T-Bone. What's going on? Alright, so all that's under control. We have a single legion. Why did I build a single legion? Oh, it was going to replace this guy. He lost some. I forgot. Yeah, he's only got 5 now instead of the 6 he normally carries around. Everybody else is chilling in their appropriate area. So let's check the buildings and then move to the next turn. Yep, we definitely want walls on that front. A forge. Can be upgraded to a great forge. It'll import copper. We don't have lead or tin, but maybe we'll get them eventually. Alternatively, an aqueduct can help here because they're only at 40%. Ah, culture. Yeah, culture. Amphitheater is a cultural bonus, which is actually an upgrade. Upgrade. So we'll take that. It'll take many turns, but we'll get it. Coinmaker's not useful. Neither is the cultural site. There are better options than those. This goes to give some culture. Let's do it. Bloomery. This area does not even have a palisade. I feel like it should at least have a palisade. We'll get land expansion later. A wheelmaker would kind of work for these guys, but a racing track, now that's what they really needed. We needed to cycle this because we were looking for loyalty last turn, if I remember correctly. So a racing track will do it for us. It's actually a lot of money, not culture. That's too bad. Basilica, I think, is culture. So is Amphitheater. But we need loyalty. We'll have to look into culture in 5 turns when they get another slot. A major harbor is shipyard level 2. We've been looking for a shipyard level 2 for Germania, Italia Inferior for a while, so that's definitely what we want. A jewelry shop produces a ton of money. Imports silver, produces luxury. I think that's a good one. That's a pretty rare one. It does get some decadence in there, but ooh, there's a Master Fletcher. We're not bringing guys all the way down to Sicily just to get fletched. And yet it's not unique, so we can have more than one, I guess. Sicilian slingers being an important thing and all. This does provide the culture. And it's not taking up a slot, so we'll take advantage of the culture even if we don't have a slot. A cultural site here is very important for conversion. And a conversion. Did I mention conversion? I think I didn't. Tools manufacturer here in the capital would be pretty good. Gives a lot of places adjacent to it the advantage of having tools. All right. That's that, so we'll hit end turn. We might be able to send our newly minted forest army up to fight the Gothans and see how it works. We'll give them a nice 2-liter and everything. Hang on, the damn Juti are taking over my area that was taken from me by the stupid Italian, or the independent people. That's not fair. Stay inglorious. My day's been good. It feels surreal. I've basically been on vacation for over a month. I haven't had this much time without work since I was in high school. It's insane. This army can't catch these stupid Germanic rebels. Go get them. They're not even running that fast. Alright, so is this one completely healed up? It looks like it is. We also were going to take 4 of those and merge them here. There we go. So now we've got this army, which, damn it, our leaders are awful. They're just awful. I want to give this a nice 2 because that forest army, I can't build any more of them. You know what I mean? They can't build anymore. So this forest army 1 needs to be the best attacker we have when we're going to send it out to actually do attacks. 1, 2, 3. And then these guys are actually considered to be terrible by the game. It gives them a 3. But they're actually really strong. They're stronger than legions when we're fighting in the woods. They just need some experience, really. So that's what we're going to give them. And we're just going to hope that they don't flub it too much. As long as they don't die, we'll be okay. The Gothans probably don't have much. Unrest? Weeks of troubles? Why are they in unrest? Oh, because I just kind of took it over and now it's been sieged for a little bit. Okay, yeah, I get it. Oh, good. A 0-0 general. What could possibly go wrong? No, don't get rid of the abandoned local palaces. We need those. Now, this could probably use a couple of legions to back up these decent heavy infantry guys. So let's do that. And this has the light cavalry. Did the other one also have the light cavalry? Oh, this is what I meant. These guys also are going to need some kind of light cavalry or medium cavalry, so we'll probably give them Cisalpine cavalry, unless there's like a Gallic, or here we go, German cavalry is the same thing, I think, as my Cisalpine cavalry. Oh no, German cavalry's heavy. Attack and defense 5-3, but that's not really what we care about. So maybe what we want for a forest force, is that that what we want? Is light cavalry. Do we have any provincial light cavalry? Are Gaelic cavalry light cavalry? Nope, they're medium. These guys are heavy infantry that are clumsy in the forest too. Aquitanian cavalry is a thing, if I remember correctly. Oh, we've got special skirmishers here that are agile. But these are also medium, aren't they? Yeah. We'd ideally like some provincial light cavalry. I'm sad now that I got rid of those. This is Transalpinian, is that? Celtic. Also medium. Rete cavalry, also medium. I feel like light cavalry would probably be better if you had during the pursuit phase. I'm not sure. T-Bone, I have a lot of subs. And I don't upload daily until the coronavirus thing happened. I haven't done a video before that for quite a while. I did the Motorsport Manager one, but there's like a big gap between, this is at that point. So It really depends, and I wouldn't even be doing this now necessarily unless I had found a game that I really liked. It's a passion project. If I'm not enjoying a game, I don't make entertaining videos. They're just boring videos of me being like, whatever, this is fun. Whatever. But I do like this game. I definitely like it more than Imperator. But we'll see what happens after this is done. So, yeah, we kind of determined... What is the provincial unit over here? We didn't actually look at that, did we? Anatolian archers. Probably not as good as ours. Although better than a lot of other units. Let's see. So it's got a ranged attack of 8, which is really all that matters. And this has a ranged attack of 9. So why is this considered a 5? Is it because the mountain men? It doesn't matter on archers, though, right? Because if it gave a ranged attack bonus, sure. But I've never seen a battle where archers were in the front line, and anytime they did, this mountain man bonus would not matter. So, yeah. What do these guys got here? Corsican slingers. Not necessarily any better. Okay. So we're going to take more of these and see if there's like a provincial unit up there that can help us out. But other than that, we're just going to build some light cavalry, I guess. Regular light cavalry to join the secondary force here. And the main reason for it is I think light cavalry probably performs better during the pursuit phase. And that's the only reason I'm including the cavalry at all in these forces. But I have to be very careful how I engage my forest troops because I need to give them veterancy without getting them killed. Can't replace them. What's the biggest difference between this and Imperator? I think it's sort of the... I don't know, man. I haven't played Imperator in a while, but... The main thing that... Okay, the biggest difference in this is I don't have to deal with all those stupid families and the politics. I don't like that. I can't remember it, is the thing. An event will pop up and it'll say, this guy's mad about something. And I'm like, I have no idea who that is. I've been playing for 10 hours and I don't know who any of these people are. I can't remember their names because I don't care about them. I can remember things I care about, but if I don't care about something, it just slides out of my memory. I just can't do it. I have a terrible memory unless I'm really focused on something. Like in this game, I'm very focused, and I've been able to like just look at the buildings and go, oh, I know what this is. Like here, okay, you got the archery center, that's a warehouse, that's a public baths, and then the granary, obviously. Then that one is a wool, no, this is a spinning mill. Yeah, spinning mill for wool. And then the bottom one is a amphitheater. I can remember all that. I didn't have to, because those words have meaning to me. Publius, Scipius, Cornelius, something or other. I don't know those words. They're just random. It might as well be gibberish to me. All those names. I just want a mod that changes all their names to something simple. Like, James is mad at you. Oh, okay, James was the guy that I sent to fight the war that went so badly. I guess that's why he's mad at me. Like, I'll remember that. I can't remember the names that aren't familiar. And that, I mean, I hate that. I wish I could remember those things better because I know people really like those family things and I get why they would. And I would too if I could just remember. So there you go. This rant brought to you by my awful memory. Speaking of amphitheaters. This doesn't need any of those. So brickwork seems like it would make a lot of sense. So yeah, that's, I think, the largest difference is the lack of a whole family thing. Obviously, how you build the buildings is also very different. Like, internal development I find to be a lot more interesting in this game. And maybe it's going to stop being interesting fairly soon. Like, maybe the puzzle aspect of it is something I've kind of figured out and I'm just going to be kind of annoyed by it. I'm already a little annoyed about how much time I just spend going through, because I have such a large empire, all of these areas and being like, okay, yes, that's the one I want. Okay, yes, this is the one I want. Now, sometimes I'm still thinking about it, But a lot of the times it's just like, oh yeah, courthouse definitely. Going to build that because it's green and it gives really good stuff. Roads is all over the place. I don't think we want a slave market in Rhodes. The major harbor is fine and the shipyard is fine, but we're going to need more culture buildings. Although maybe we need a warehouse first. To give ourselves an infrastructure bonus. What is this? Oh, they felt they tore down the abandoned palace. We do like temples. Pleasure mansions I try to avoid. The pleasure district is pretty awesome. It's just so much decadence comes from that. I'm trying to avoid that. And so far it seems a little too easy to avoid decadence and the problems therein. And that's been a bit disappointing for me. I was hoping to have to deal with some civil wars and stuff, but maybe I have to play at a harder difficulty level. Oh, hell yeah, Tribunal. Which one of these is doing infrastructure? Because they don't seem to be doing a very good job of it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, a large warehouse. Pretty valuable. Spinning mill. For wool. Don't need a loyalty bonus. Urban guards. I can almost never see a place where I'd want urban guards. Taxation going down is a big problem. I don't know if the money minus 15 is representative of that, but if that stacks with the taxation penalty, that's even worse. But like 3 garrisons is okay. Maybe they're good garrisons, but still, there are way better buildings you can build, like the Siege Workshop and others that are just way better, that don't give you the decadence and don't cost you the money. And I'm just not worried about this place being attacked. Large quarries are also very concerning because this doesn't give me any additional bonuses. Look, it just doesn't use a slot, but it gives me worse health penalty. I think it's because I don't have marble or sulfur in the area. Maybe then a large quarry would be useful. Scriptorum. This place is all about the culture, so yes, please. I know that there is like a scripted civil war for Rome specifically that's going to pop up at some point. I don't know what year, but we're in 31 BC. We're actually past the Rubicon, so to speak. Tannery, sure. This one is supposed to have Crafter District. I think we've been cycling here for market, though. And yet a well would be good, because this is all supposed to do food. Okay. Let's check on our army here. How much longer do they need to recover? 1 more turn. So this is the last turn that this army is going to be recovering. Then it's going to move over and prepare to attack the Macedonians. Assault 1 is probably going to go here. We're probably going to have the Vanguard go to try to take these mountainous regions quick like lightning before the enemy can respond. That seems like the best play. Meanwhile, these guys don't actually have a general. Ugh, come on. We don't have any attacking generals. Ugh. I can't mount that many campaigns at the same time because these generals are just bad. A 1 is okay. Even just a 1 general is still good. This guy still needs his general because he's going over there. All right, but at least Assault 2 has a decent general. Assault 1 doesn't. The Vanguard does? Yeah. Nobody else does. That's why I'm trying to build these military academies, because I just don't have enough generals for all of this. I actually have, what, 2 or 3 generals with an offensive rating? There's 1. 2. 3. Oh. Gallic Legion doesn't need this. There we go. That frees up an attacking general. This fleet doesn't need this either. That's the other problem. Okay, that's the other problem. Let's give him the navigator. Okay, now that we've done that, let's see if we can give Assault 1 that 1-1 leader, I think. Or, yeah, we don't want him to be pampered. We'll give him the 1-1 leader. And the Navy just needs to sit in port because the Macedonians don't really have a Navy. Well, no, we need the Macedonian to be blockaded. They do have a port here and they have a port there. So that's what these 2 navies will do. Thing is, yeah, because our allies can provide supply to our Navy, I believe. And we're going to want... Do we want to leave... I think we want to leave this garrison force here in Sardis. Just to be 100% sure that nobody sneaks in and, like, we don't want the Egyptians to come sneak attack us while we're busy with every legion in the Balkans. To that end, I'm going to make sure we upgrade all of these Roman camps to limes. I think I've done that in almost every area. Yeah. Rhodes probably could use it too. And so, yeah. So this little garrison force is just going to walk around building the fortresses for us. And then what we can do now is the Gallic Legion can take its turn sitting in Rome, increasing the defense value from the armorsmith. Okay. Imperator does have a lot more things going on, but a lot of them feel inconsequential, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. Wow. We didn't do much damage, but at least we won the battle and killed the general. Now, how is our stronger force showing up as weaker here? I guess because of the veterancy issue. Helvetii? Up there? Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. I guess we're at war with Macedonia 1 turn earlier than expected. I don't want Epirus to take all of this. We should be able to assault that, no problem. These guys were here because they were going to try to build roads once we got our 6th commerce area, which will happen eventually. Alright, these guys here, we're going to do the whole limes thing. Let's just double check that the chain of alliances didn't screw us up. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. So we have Assault 1 here, which can take this mountain area, hopefully before they get there. We do not want to have to deal with fighting in... Oh, that's only hills. Okay, where's the mountains here? Hills, hills, hills. This is a mountain with a blizzard. But that's not controlled by Macedonia. This is all hills. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Mountains over here, but don't have to worry about that just yet. So this Forest Army 2, we're going to give them a pampered general just cuz. And we're going to go fight these guys, I guess. Got to prove their worth. Oh, the reason these guys are showing up much more is because of the legions inside them. So you're going to get there in one turn? Yes. And then we can declare war on the Gothans this turn and move in and attack them next turn. Ooh, a 2-1 general. That's good. I didn't see that as an option. There he is. Strabo. Hello, Strabo. So, both of our forest armies have good attacking generals. They're both about to go on the attack. Assault 2 has a decent attacking general. Assault 1 has a decent attacking general. And the Vanguard also has a decent general. Okay. Missions accomplished. This guy has a defensive one. Does this army have a defensive one? No, he should. He should have a decent defensive one, just in case a fleet comes out of nowhere. So this Germanic Legion doesn't need to be our Germanic Legion anymore, but I guess it should probably stay as a Germanic Legion. Can we absorb the Saxons? Because they are useless. And we're going to have to go to war with the Aiuti now, because the Saxons used to control all this, and now they're gone. Can't absorb the Saxons because they don't like us enough. Well, break client state status and take them out later. Not right now. Wait until we take care of the Helvetii and all these other ones. Here's one thing. I definitely like how this is just a constant problem. You can't just be like, yep, I defeated all the tribes and now I'm done. Nope, they keep popping up. And even if they don't, the raiders come in from these empty areas and just screw with you. And you have to have an army up there dealing with it. Like, I like that element. It's very, feels very correct to the period. And it makes it a little bit more challenging. I've got so much money and metal, I could raise yet another army that conquers Iberia while all of this is going on. But again, it's a limitation on generals. So I need more of those academy buildings. All right, so speaking of, let's see if we can't build anymore. This is a region where we want infrastructure and food. But an amphitheater will also help. Yep, red buildings when we got the opportunity. You know what? That's the other thing. What's our military expertise at? Average. Average! Do you hear that? That's not good. We need a lot more red buildings. This is the capital. Build more red buildings. Yes. Roman camps don't cost slots. That's my mistake. So we need to build more of those Roman camps and stuff. Huh. Sure. We don't need the loyalty, though. We need culture here. It keeps giving me loyalty. I don't want it. We're going to get a third red building. We've got a bunch of areas that are coming up on 6 red buildings, so we can build more of those academies. This just isn't as good a slot Unless there's also at least frankincense here. Same with this, like, what? Let's give some culture at least. Because we've got honey and nuts and seeds. We're just missing dates. Wow, public works. Way back here, we missed public works for this long. You know what? Let's raise a legion and send it here to build public works, I guess. What is this? Sonora. And then it can build camps and stuff anywhere we think we need military. Ooh, a conversion bonus here would be pretty valuable at the moment. Cultural site, yep. Booyah. Scriptorum for culture percent bonus, yep. Okay. I think a granary. I think Rome needs growth. We're not having enough food here. This area keeps growing like crazy. The center area is the one I want to grow like crazy, but it's only getting 1 per turn. Why is it only getting 1 per turn? And this is getting 156. Perhaps I have misunderstood the distribution of food. I thought since this thing is making so much food, it's going to distribute a lot of the extra to the province. And maybe that's kind of true. But it looks like everybody needs a little food sometime. But I think infrastructure can basically be spread out however you want. See, this is getting 208 even without any extra dudes here, right? 201? Why is this getting 201? And this, if I have nobody working it, is getting 0. Is it number of food buildings? Because this has a lot of food buildings? Is it health? This has a bunch of health buildings. I wish I knew. What I do know is I have to apparently put a bunch of guys in farms just to get this center area to grow. This is the area that I want to grow. Maybe this is getting the growth because it's one population. No, it's the same population. Basically, this is actually less population. I don't know. I just don't know. A major harbor's green, but what is that? A tribunal for decadence reduction? Yes, please. Now, these islands, they got to be self-contained, which means they need a lot of buildings, which means they need health. And up here, I haven't set these aside yet to be anything specific, but a harbor, hard to go wrong with a harbor. Actually, the loyalty bonus seems like it's more important right now in these upper areas that have not yet converted to my culture. Palisade, kind of necessary in these areas where war is happening on a daily basis. We were looking for a better food building, but I think the aqueduct is another good option. Okay, so now we're going to hit end turn. We'll go to war with the Gothans. We'll get yet another objective. And hopefully get some good veterancy on my new, shiny forest troops. Alright, so the good news is we're fighting in hills, which is to my advantage, and this is a crappy little army. Boom. We decided to assault here. And I'll never understand how the terrain defense of 2 actually factors into these things. Because if you'll notice, this time it says terrain defense 2 matches the terrain defense of 2, but there's like plenty of times where it says terrain defense 3, terrain defense 2. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And Romans, what is your major malfunction? Those are urban militia. How are you losing like that? How are you not crushing them? Come on. There you go. I know they're defending a city, but there's a breach in the wall. Come on. There's no breaches in the wall. It looks like a breach in the wall, but it isn't actually a breach in the wall. There we go. And a pursuit phase. We've got it. And I think, are these all Hellenic or Baltic areas? Oh. Germanic independence showed up for no damn reason. Well, can we beat them back? I don't know why our urban militia is here and our slingers are up front. Yeah, slingers aren't going to do too well. They're mountain men, apparently. Okay. How did we get provincial Sicilian slingers as our garrison? That's an interesting question. Man, we're crushing it. All right. I doubted you guys too soon. You rolled really well on those dice. And probably the more garrisons you have, the more higher quality units you can get. This poor area has been attacked like that twice now, and I still haven't been able to build a damn palisade for them. Each nation has a maximum trading range and a trading efficiency called trade acumen. It can be improved with the right ruler, buildings, or decisions. Yep, we know. That we know. So, here's your chance, Forest Army 1. You better not lose anybody. Gulp. This poor army. They don't even know what to do. I guess they're just going to chill over here and be prepared to go to war with all of these people once the forest armies take care of these. Here's the thing. I do want to take these Achaia areas as well before Epirus grabs them. But I don't have an army left to do it in. So, let's build a new one. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. These are mountain or hills, and those are hills. Perfect. Okay. Hills are better than forests for us. It's absurd. But they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 2 auxilia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archers. Then we'll do 2 cataphracts and 2 cisalpine cavalry. Because this formation that I'm creating right now will be good enough to fight in plains if it has to. It won't be the best in plains. For that, it would need more heavy infantry and cavalry, but it'll be better than nothing. And this Gallic Legion is still just kind of chilling here until next turn. Then we'll go with whatever little bonuses we've been able to grab. So this Balkan army is specifically designed to fight in rough terrain. But they're missing an auxilia. go. I don't know where they lost an auxilia along the way, but now they'll get one. So 6 and 4 plus some cavalry. Yeah, they'll be pretty good in rough terrain. I think they should probably have some cataphracts too, but yeah, whatever. Okay. Armies on the move, armies on the move. We're building a new one to go fight and take these coastal areas. So, it's city time. Ooh, a trade center. Yes, please. I will build the monument. But a trade center... Alright, we'll build monument, and then the trade center will cycle through until we find it again. This doesn't have a problem with loyalty, so let's plantation it. What is that? Horologium. Extension of the academy, which makes great use of tin, glass, and copper. I think I built one of these before. I mean, it's green. It costs a little bit of money, but who cares? Strange devices, you know? They don't even... This is blowing my mind. Unless buildings are destroyed when you take an area, how did this area, which has been occupied by Epirus for basically... or by Macedonia, not have public works? How can they not have regional roads? I don't get it. The Macedonians should be at least close enough to do that. It's it's Alexander's Greeks. It's insane. So these guys will build public works on their way out, I guess, and then go take this place. Let's go fight and siege this down with the vanguard. Now this army's in a little bit of a pickle here. I think what they're going to do is build a Roman camp. Because they could get squished by these guys here. Although they do have a decent defensive general, I don't want any of my armies to get too tired out, if I can avoid it. So building a camp will ensure that this is harder to take. And staying here will make sure that there's no revolts or anything crazy while we're waiting. So we're building one guy for that. Okay, I think we're good on the military aspect. We've got another backup fleet. Oh, this guy was going to walk around and finish all the limes. So he's going to go to Rhodes and build some limes there. Limes? Is that the correct pronunciation? Maybe. All right, buildings. Wow. Decent amount of culture. We're just missing luxuries here. But you know them roads gotta come first. I can't believe we missed it this far. A large warehouse will help this region considerably. Look how long it's gonna take to build. Yeah, we definitely need more infrastructure. Ugh. Pleasure House is not very good. I just don't like it. I don't like the decadence that comes with it, and I don't like the little bit of loyalty that it gives. Oh, I forgot the mill can give a loyalty bonus. That's kind of nice, too. Yeah, let's build that for growth. This place doesn't need growth. It is a little bit, or loyalty rather. So Etruria. Etruria is a breadbasket, but it could also be culture. And yet, I think we need a red building here. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we build one more red building, and then we'll be in a good position to build an academy there in the future. These places on the island, they kind of need a warehouse. But they also need like a cultural site and some other basic culture buildings too. Food for growth. What's their... They have all these health buildings, only 10%, 30%. I feel like it should be higher. They need a salt house. And they need a preserved food store. We're going to cycle and look for something better for them. Amphitheater. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Over here. A circus gives a ton of loyalty that we just don't need right now. So let's get the Smokehouse for the health and food output. This area doesn't even have a farm. Seems like it should have a farm. The capital here, we have been putting a lot into red buildings. I don't think we ever built an academy, though, did we? Oh, we did. Oh, good. Scriptorum to help culture. I think we need to say no, and we need to look for money. Or health. Preserved food store for health. Alright, that's almost it. Okay. Over here, we need basic culture buildings. Preceptor House is a decent place to start, but it's not great. This area is also supposed to be about culture, so a monument makes sense. This is a capital, so we should definitely look into Siege Workshop. Red buildings for good things. But a market is also good. I think a barracks would be better for a red building. There's a Master Fletcher. I don't know that we want that, though. It's a green. We get a red building without costing a slot. Yeah, build it. This is supposed to be about culture, not loyalty. Get out of here until you can build me something better. Okay. I think this will be the last turn. We're going to cycle and then see what our military situation is. And start the Gallic Legion moving over to Gaul, where it's supposed to be. This legion was supposed to go build public works somewhere. Where was it? Or roads. Was it here? Can't build roads there. Maybe I was just going to have them build limes and stuff along this border with the Britons. Maybe just this one. Alright, anyway. Hit the go by. Go time. Let's see how our forest troops do. I hope they get some good XP from this. Oh, we found the Macedonian ships, and we killed them all without a single loss. Here we assaulted into the city and won immediately. Here we assaulted into the city. This looks a little bit less easy. Oh, this is actually a fight on a plain. Oh, this is not a city fight. Okay. This could be difficult. But we did bring our extra cavalry. This is not the vanguard, is it? It might be the vanguard. See, in this case, we actually could use even more cavalry. The middle ones are never exhausted. They can never be targeted, apparently, by skirmishers, because they never, ever get targeted. Oh, we're being attacked. These guys would be better if they stayed in there and got that Master Armorsmith bonus. But they were good enough. Boom! Big numbers. Are we going to win every single one of these? Because that would be glorious. These ones on the flank are going to be easy because they have no support. And we have a 3 support bonus from our archers. Oof, it's brutal. This is where they can make some comeback. Yeah, just a little bit. Those Romans will be okay. As long as they don't take any health losses, they can recover the effectiveness fairly easily. Yeah. And kill them all? Kill a lot. Yep, there. That's one army down. Okay, here is... Oh boy, that's a big army. Crap. That's a big army. Oh, this is not right. We sent the forest people against a plains. We made mistakes. We did give them legions. Maybe that'll be enough. Oh, God. Okay, these guys actually are better. And we... Oh, God, the leaders are the same. Oh, this is going to be rough. Good job, good job, good job. Okay. God, it's tied. It's their Rex Custodiae. We got him. We got him. Okay, that was luck. That was luck. Okay. Yeah! Somehow. Oh, no. These guys are awful. They're skirmishers. They're not supposed to be on the front line. No! I like these guys. Oh, you bastards. Oh, there goes, oh, it's basic light cavalry. It's okay. It's not the special light cavalry. Oh, but they did get somebody back here. Oh, that was just archers. I can remake archers. Okay. Good news is I haven't lost any of the good guys yet, I don't think. Oh boy, skirmishers. You're not supposed to be there. Oh, they evaded it. Good job. Now they're going to take the blow from here. Is it going to be a pursuit phase? Yeah. Alright, nobody died. Just run away. I made mistakes. Alright. Here we are. Nope, that's automatic. Okay, here's where I wanted to, because we got forest. This is where we're supposed to be fighting. These guys are just supposed to get some nice experience from this. These guys, Rex Custodiae, super strong in the woods. Yeah, get that experience. We need you to get better. More experience for these warriors. Yes. More experience. Crush your enemies. Drive them before you. Hear the lamentation of their women. Okay, that's exactly what we hoped would happen. They come here, they get a little experience. They don't die. Once they get more experience, then I'll be much less worried about them. Oh, but we lost our general. God. The easiest battle in the whole frickin' world, and we lose the general. We won every single engagement there. Now, this army, run away! We still have, yes, we still have the 6 core units that we can't recreate that were super important. We can rebuild the lost archers. How many do we lose? We have 3, so we need 3 more. And we lost the cavalry and everything, too. All right. 2 things are happening at the same time. One, the alarm is going off to remind me that I'm getting a call right now, and the other thing that's happening is the call is happening. So I'm going to save it here and say goodbye to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one.